if you want to know more about social skills, you should just buy the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. But I'm just gonna summarize in this video. I'm gonna summarize two of the principles in the second chapter, which is called 6 Ways to Make People Like You. And I found that these two mixed together work perfectly in any conversation. So basically, it's a mixture of principle number 2 of this second chapter, and the principle says to become genuinely interested in the other person, and genuinely is the key word here. Well, the fourth principle is to encourage the other person to talk about themselves when you're in a conversation with them, of course. I think these two mix so well together and they work perfectly, because if you become genuinely interested in what the other person has to say, then you're gonna, try and listen to them more. And then if you encourage them to speak more, well, I mean, that explains it, it's self-explanatory. I don't really need to say much here. You need to let the other person talk and minimize how much you talk about yourself. That's pretty much what I'm trying to teach you here. Because if you just let the other person talk, you're gonna know more about their interests. And then if you talk about their interests, there is another principle in this book that is about talking in terms of the other person's interests. And so that mixes well as well, because once you know someone else's interests by letting them talk, then you can, talk about their interests. And then in their brain, they're gonna be like, oh wow, this person knows what I like, what my interests are, so this person is great. I love being around this person. And that's it. That's how you make others like you. It's really not hard. It's just about listening more than speaking. Listen to the other person when they're talking. I've got a story about this. I've been using this a lot recently with especially with a girl from my classroom, from school. And this, like, out of nowhere, no wait, it just happened that I happened to remember those two principles and apply them perfectly in this conversation with her. So I was trying to listen to her, of course. So I asked her things about a vacation she just went on, like what was her favorite thing about the vacation, whether she liked the seaside or pools more, stuff like this, to understand what she liked. So once I got pretty much all the information I needed, I kept talking about and asking, not really talking, about what she liked, and that's it, like only what she liked, and just let all the other things that she went over. So she didn't really talk about this thing. She didn't really talk about how great the rocks were on the seaside. So I didn't talk about them. She said that she likes the sea for this reason and she liked the pool for this reason. And I went on to talk about the things that she actually liked, because I know that's how you need to do in a conversation. I minimized how much I was talking about myself, and of course you can still relate what you're saying, what the other person is saying to your experience. It's not like you're not ever going to talk about yourself from now on, but it's just that in conversations, try to be aware of the fact that you need to listen before you speak, and you need to really genuinely become interested in what the other person has to say before you give your own opinion, for example. Think about this. If someone was talking to you and they, you told them about something that you liked, and then they just kept on talking about what you liked, and then the next day you see them again, and they're like, oh, I made some research about this topic, which is what you told them you like, and I found out this. Like, you will like that person so much, wouldn't you? Because they are interested in you, they like what you like, so that's perfect. You know that that's how you do conversations. And so yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to teach you about these two principles, and I'm gonna repeat them just in case. Become genuinely interested in other people, and encourage the other person to talk about themselves. This is about it, and see you in the next video.